Dear readers, this is your editor-in-chief, and at Destino, we are very excited to cover for you the Worldwide Technology Championship. And with us, Mike Abott, Vice President of Operations for Legacy Properties. Welcome, Mike. Mike, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and your involvement with the tournament?
Sure. So I was with Diamante very early on, actually in the very beginning when Ken Jowdy started the development, and then I moved on to do some other things, but always promised him that I'd come back when he was going to do a third golf course, which would be called the Legacy Course. But in that process, I came back, and the PGA Tour was looking for a new site away from where they had been, and they were looking in Cabo. And I had some relationships with some people on the PGA Tour who looked for sites and things like that. So I tried to direct them to come here to look at the beautiful Diamante golf course, as well as direct them to come to Cabo and look at some golf courses. So they came and they looked, and we toured them around. And fortunately, they picked the El Cardinal golf course. This is where they want to do the tournament. So now we have a great 5-year deal with Worldwide Technology for a full field event. And it's going to be here at El Cardinal, Diamante, for the next 5 years. And we couldn't be more excited for Diamante as well as Cabo San Lucas as a whole.
Why do you think Cabo San Lucas is a perfect venue for this tournament?
Well, I think Cabo San Lucas has always had great golf. I mean, if you look up and down the corridor of not only the Sea of Cortez, but now the Pacific side, you see these beautiful venues up and down the corridor. And you see these beautiful golf courses that have been built. And you see the tourism that's here. And golf's a big deal here. So in Cabo San Lucas, golf's important. So not only are we a foodie place, but we're also a golf place and a golf destination. And I think it's about time that we bring a PGA Tour event here. A PGA Tour event here will help really validate how great golf is here in Cabo San Lucas. And I think it's about time. And I think everybody here will benefit from that.
Can you give us a sneak peek about the tournament here in Diamante in Cabo San Lucas, and what can spectators look forward to?
So I think that, first of all, the El Cardinal golf course at Diamante is a great golf course. It was designed by Tiger Woods. It was his first golf course that he did worldwide. And I think the players are going to really enjoy the venue itself. It provides such a great mixture of golf, from par 3s to par 4s to par 5s. It's going to challenge them in every way, from the green complexes to different shot values that they'll hit in the different holes. But really, from a spectator standpoint, as we have mapped out the course, people coming to the tournament will be pleasantly surprised of how well they can move themselves around the facility to see some great golf. So the venue itself sets up for great golf. And when people arrive here on site, they're going to be welcomed with a great taste of Cabo when they come here. We're calling it the Slice of Cabo, to really give everybody a really warm welcome to the tournament. And then as they move around through the golf course, there'll be great little surprises out on the golf course with great food and beverage and things like that throughout the golf course. But really what they're going to be able to do is see the best golfers in the world play here. And I think between the PGA Tour and Worldwide Technology, they're bringing the best 132 players here to Cabo San Lucas. And we, as El Cardinal, hosting it at Diamante, we have an opportunity to really show how great this golf course is for Cabo. The ocean views, the whales jumping, the whole 9 yards. We get to show it all off. So the golf course will be in spectacular shape. The green complexes will be outstanding. But really, I think as a spectator, if you've never watched golf before and you come out here, you're going to be amazed what these players can really do. It'll be fun to watch. It'll be interesting to watch. And even if you've never played golf before, it'll be fun to come out here because there'll be some things that you can do. And you'll get interested in golf. And I think from that, I think people that have never played golf before will want to play golf because they'll see the fun of it. And they'll see why people enjoy golf so much. Because a lot of people sit back and go, why in the world do people play golf? Well, when they see these players play and the ease in which they play and how really great they are, they're going to say, I think I could do that. And I think the golf course itself is spectacular. Hole after hole, the shot making will be very demanding for the players here. And I think with Worldwide Technology, being our title sponsor. I think they'll be a great partner for us here at Diamante, and we're ready for them to come here. And we're really hopeful that the whole Cabo San Lucas town, from restaurants to businesses to venues, really get behind what this really means for the town, for everybody here, of how important this is to host such a great event. With 30 hours, I think, of live TV, I think that's important. So I think it's important for all of us to shine, right? They're not going to just be taking pictures of golfers hitting it into the hole. They'll be taking pictures of Cabo San Lucas as a whole to really show off the whole community. So I hope everybody puts on their, is it okay to say their Sunday best? Because we're going to be being showed not only here in Mexico and worldwide throughout all of the world, but also in America. They'll be showing this tournament for 30 hours worth of coverage. So it's a great time, a great time to show off Cabo San Lucas.
What can we expect about the player lineup?
Right, so it's a great question. We get asked that all the time, like what players are coming, what players are coming. So in the past, they've had great past champions of this worldwide technology event, which is a full field event. So you have great past champions in Victor Hovland. The past champion last year was Russell Henley. Scotty Scheffler came last year. Colin Morikawa has been known to come. But now the tour has really changed a lot. So you have this fall series now that has become very important for the players from number 71 to 150 on the money list. So you have a lot of people like Justin Thomas and people like that that are competing to try to get into the bigger events for the following year. So they have status on the tour, but if they play well during the fall series, they become exempt for those other tournaments. So as it all unfolds, as the tour is redefining itself, I think we'll know the players that are coming. But I think people will be surprised because you have a lot of great players that already come to Cabo San Lucas because what Cabo is. You have a lot of great players that come to the Sea of Cortez and stay at great places like El Dorado and Chileno Bay, at Carencia. They stay here at Diamante. They stay all up and down the corridor. They stay up and down here on the Pacific side of Diamante, like I say, who play on the PGA Tour currently today. And I think you'll see a lot of them who maybe be in the top 70. They'll want to play because they just love being in Cabo. Cabo's a great place to be. It's 2 hours from anywhere, as people say. They have great restaurants. There's things to do for their family. And here at Diamante, there's tons of things to do for people's families. So I think this is really truly a family event, as well as I think when they bring their families here to Cabo, their families have great times. So although it's a status thing on the tour, what number you are, I think players will come to Cabo San Lucas because it's Cabo. So I think the field will be defined based on their number on the money list, but I also think there's people that are loyal to the Sea of Cortez and the Pacific side of Cabo San Lucas that want to come to Cabo because of the great values that Cabo has from its service, its restaurant, its destinations, and the great people that are here in Cabo. I've never worked in a place and never been in an area where people are so incredibly friendly. And I've been coming here for so long. And I think that's what the players feel when they come here. There's such a great warmth when you come here. And when you're working here, the warmth of the people really shows. So if you're a player coming here, it's their job. But when they're doing their job, when you get treated really great, it makes their job easier. So I think we'll see a great field.
It's great to hear that.
Yes.
How is the tournament accessible for golfers and non-golfers?
So great question. So first of all, I mean, anybody coming to Diamante is going to discover some really great beauty. And for those who haven't been here in a long time, I mean, we have a little city here. So as we have talked earlier, we have this great lagoon that's here. We got these beautiful venues that are here. But when people come to the tournament itself, to the El Carnal venue for the tournament, they're going to experience great food for sure. And we know everybody can eat. They're going to be able to get a great cold beer, because you should do that when you're watching a tournament, or great other beverages. Then, like I indicated before, you'll be able to move around the golf course very easily. So you can find your favorite player, and you can move around the golf course. So for the real avid golfer, you're going to want to find your favorite player, and you'll be able to move around and watch them very intently and be able to watch them hit their shots and see what they do and how they move around the golf course. I think if you're the non-golfer, I think you'll get really interested in just the pure beauty of golf and how people play golf. And you'll be able to find spots where you can kind of locate yourself. So there'll be great hospitalities throughout the golf course. I think the tournament itself has a great hospitality on 16, has another hospitality on the front side. So there's hospitality opportunities throughout the whole golf course that you can find your way into. And I think Joe, the tournament director, will talk to you about those areas that are available for people coming out to the tournament. And then, of course, we have our Woods restaurant here at Diamante that's opening this October, which is very exciting. So those who want to be as part of the Woods restaurant, there's an opportunity to get into the Woods restaurant to do that as well. But I think for the golfer who's really intent on seeing great golf, because he's a golfer, he can follow that person around. If you're here and it's the first time for golf, you come and you watch them warm up and you'll be like, wow, look at that. And then find a place out on the golf course, because there's many spots like on the front side and the back side where you can find yourself where you can see 3-4 holes at the same time of golfers coming off of a green and then hitting a shot from the middle of the fairway and then also teeing off. So there's opportunities like that throughout the whole El Cardinal golf course. And then just if you come out to Diamante and you're coming out to the tournament in itself, if you're a non-golfer and you came out just for the beauty of the day, get some great sunshine and watch the ocean and watch the crowd and watch people be together, because that's really what golf does. Golf brings people together. That's the beauty of golf, the sport. Golf brings families together. So it's a great walk. So enjoy the walk, enjoy your family, enjoy the sunshine, enjoy some great food in the venues that a lot of our local sponsors from in town are helping participate in the tournament success. But if I'm coming to the tournament, I play golf, I'm a professional golfer, I'd come with my family to enjoy the day, because that's how I define golf. Golf's a family game. So golf is really about being with people. And I think there's going to be lots of people here. So golf, to me, this week in Cabo is going to be a celebration for Cabo San Lucas. And it's a great time that all the people that want to celebrate golf together will be here. And all the people that didn't want to celebrate golf can come on and check it out. And wouldn't it be great if we just had the biggest crowds that they've seen so far at any event in Cabo? Wouldn't it be great if we showed really the world how much Cabo supports events like this? To me, we don't need to have sort of the best player in the world to come here. The fact that we have a PGA Tour event here that's going to be on TV, that's going to showcase the whole community, that's going to have the best 132 players available for the event, that we have a great title sponsor. I'm hoping that all of Cabo comes out and show the strength of the whole Cabo San Lucas community to support something like this, to really get behind it, because then it'll lead into all the charitable contributions that can be made for the event. Because a lot of money that the PGA Tour raises and Worldwide Technology does goes to charity. So we're fortunate that we have a First Tee program here, which is fantastic. Our First Tee program is bred from really our employees. Mr. Jowdy, and actually a member who I'll introduce you to, his name is Jim Panoff, started the First Tee of Cabo. And really, Mr. Panoff and his wife and a lot of volunteers came together, and we have the employees of Diamante can have their kids come out and participate in the First Tee of Cabo every Saturday. So they have their kids come, they learn great life lessons. It's really spectacular. So look, golf is a family sport. It's fun. And even if you don't play golf, being together with your family for a day, it's great to be with your family, and it's a great walk. And why not walk around Diamante where it's beautiful? It's stunning here.
What better place, and the time is also perfect, the weather.
Oh, the weather. We couldn't have picked, if you said what's a perfect time slot for us to have this tournament, that's the one right there. And it's a perfect weekend because there's not much going on in town. So this is what's going on in town. So if you live here or you come here or you're traveling to here, we hope that this is what you're going to come do, is come be part of this great tournament that we're going to have here, because I think it's going to be spectacular. The more people we have, the more spectacular it's going to be.
Can you tell us about the golf course and how it presents a unique challenge to the players?
Sure. Well, El Cardinal was designed by Tiger Woods. It was his first worldwide golf course that he did, that he was the architect for, which actually gave him the award after he did this golf course of being the architect of the year when he did the golf course, which is fantastic. Tiger takes a lot of pride in what he puts into the design of the golf course. Tiger Woods is all about shot making and the different shot values that people have depending on the angles they decide to take on different holes. So players are going to find that there are some, there's some uphill holes, there's some downhill holes, there's some holes that are played at different angles. There's some par fours that are plenty long enough for these players. We'll call them big boy par fours. There's some holes where they're going to be challenged by different irons that they have to hit in different holes. This is not a driver wedge golf course. However, there are some shorter holes, but on those shorter holes, there's some great green complexes. So with the green complexes themselves, they're big. So there's lots of different pin placements where we can put pins in different locations. Not that they'll be tricky, but you'll have to know where you're going, because if you hit it in the wrong place, the ball is going to go where you don't want it to go. If you short side yourself on this golf course, it gets very penal. So I think the players are going to find that there is a very big demand on shot making here, and you're going to have to think your way around the golf course. Remember, we're dealing with Tiger Woods, probably the greatest player that played of all time, who was a great thinker and a great shot maker. So it shouldn't surprise us that when he designs a golf course, he's asking you to think about what you're doing when you play golf, particularly if you play on the PGA Tour. Now, on the flip side of that, what he's done is he's designed a golf course that all players can play. Because if you play from the different tee complexes, he gives you an opportunity to guide yourself around, because he puts you in positions where you can guide yourself. But if you're playing on the PGA Tour, he puts you in a position where you really have to think about what you're doing.
Finally, what message would you like to send our readers that are excited about this PGA tournament here in Diamante in Cabo San Lucas?
Well, thanks for asking that. I think, Diamante is a very special place. And I think from the outset, Mr. Jowdy has set up a place where he's always wanted not only to match the beauty with a great staff of very friendly people with great food and also great amenities. And now we have an El Cardinal golf course designed by Tiger Woods that has been recognized by the tour to have a PGA Tour event at. So we're lucky to have a fantastic sponsor in Worldwide Technologies who has those same kind of thoughts and messaging, that they're a great company who likes to take care of people in an unbelievably great way. So I think our message would be like, come to Diamante and just see how great El Cardinal is, and also see the beauty of Diamante, but also just come for the warmth and the friendliness of how much you can enjoy yourself while you're here. And we want to show you the beauty of not only what it looks like, but what it feels like to be here and spend some time here watching the best players in the world play golf. Hello, Destino readers. My name is Michael Abott. I am the VP of Operations here at Diamante, and I hope you'll watch this video, learn everything that you want to learn about the Worldwide Technology PGA Golf Tournament coming here the first week in November. It's a very exciting time for Cabo San Lucas.